So, your kids have moved out, but their stuff? Yeah, it's still here, staring at you from their old room and nagging you with that little sprinkle of guilt every time you walk by. Today, we're talking about what to actually do with your kids' stuff once they've left the nest. Because let's face it, this one, yeah, it can be tricky. Okay, so when my last son moved out, I thought I would have had this part down by now. After all, I had already done it 3 times before. But the truth is, when he walked out the door, the silence hit differently. So even though all my boys were officially out of the house, some of their stuff, it was still here. The piles, the papers, the books, the clothes, all the random things they left behind were still sitting in their rooms, waiting for someone to deal with them. And the truth is, I ignored it. I told myself it was their stuff and they could come get it when they wanted. But the reality was, they didn't care. They were out living their new, exciting lives, and the things they left behind weren't even a passing thought to them. That made this my problem, not theirs. Every room still held a piece of them: posters, trophies, random bits of their childhood that once filled our days. It wasn't just stuff, it was their story. And by assigning the job of sorting it all to them, I was able to ignore it for quite a while. Eventually, I realized that ignoring it wasn't fair to them or to me. Those rooms were waiting to be transformed into spaces that fit our lives today. But before that could happen, we had to deal with the past. And here's what I learned: the stuff they left behind was their story. And I think that's why I let it sit for so long, because in my mind, sorting through it felt like erasing their story. And that belief, it kept me stuck. But once I found a way to keep the story without keeping all the stuff, I was finally able to move it into my next phase of life. And let me tell you, it's just as exciting as theirs. Now, before we dive into the step by step approach, which I know is why you're here, let me introduce myself. Hello, my name is Tracy Lynn from declutterinminutes.com and the Right Sized Living Community. After clumsily navigating the empty nesting waters myself, I stumbled upon a unique approach to decluttering and organizing that I now call downsizing. Now I teach women just like you how to curate a home that fits your life today with practical tips, a bit of humor, and simple steps that actually work. If you're ready for a different, more practical approach, something that actually works, you are in the right place. Okay, let's get back to it. I broke this down into steps to make it super easy. And step number one is talk before you start. So before you grab the trash bag, start with a simple conversation. Send a quick text or even a few photos and ask, "What do you want me to do with this?" You might be surprised because some kids will tell you to get rid of everything, like one of my boys did, and others might want to hang on to a few special things. Either way, you're involving them, respecting their memories, and removing the guilt that's been keeping you stuck. Next is step number two: choose your containers and set your cap. Now, once you've had your conversation, it's time to get busy. And since we downsize, we do things a little differently. And that means choosing your containers first. How many containers you choose, that's entirely up to you. And there's no right or wrong answer. So, for example, for me, I started out with like 4 or even 6 totes per kid. I know, I know. And if that sounds like a lot, you're right, because it is a lot. But back then, I wasn't downsizing, I was still decluttering. And that meant I wanted to keep all the things, important or not. Since then, as my approach has changed, I've been able to whittle that number down to just one tote for each of my boys. Now, the containers are important because they set your cap for what can stay and what needs to go. Your cap is personal and it's based on what feels right for where you're at right now. And as you get more comfortable with downsizing, that cap will likely get smaller. So once you've chosen your containers, start going through the stuff that was left behind. And instead of hunting for what to toss or touching all the things and making a decision, you're just looking for what's worth keeping. Think team jerseys, maybe some special awards, maybe a few personal notes you shared with them, they shared with you, or they shared with their friends. You might even want to include a stuffed animal you gave your child like 10 years ago. As you choose what to keep, place those items in the containers. Keep going until they're full or you've run out of things that truly matter. Then, whatever's left, snap another photo and send it to your child with a quick message that says, last chance to claim before I toss. Giving them that final say takes away the guilt and helps you move forward with peace. Then we come to step number 3, redefine the space. Okay, now for the fun part, deciding what this space can become. And the best part, you can do anything you want. You can leave it empty for a bit or turn it into something brand new. This is your time to create a new chapter that fits the life you're living right now. If you want, you can still keep your child a part of the room, like maybe share the space with them. You can give them a section that still feels like home when they visit. Maybe add a cozy day bed with a small nightstand, and you can stack up some of their childhood books and put a lamp on it. You can add a shelf over the bed for some of their favorite mementos and add in a few framed photos or even some artwork they did when they were younger. You can totally give them some space while you turn the rest of the room into your sewing space, or better yet, a library complete with bookshelves and a reading chair. Can you tell that's something I want? Starting new is more than okay. You've spent years making space for everyone else. Now it's time to make space for you. And that brings us to step number 4, expand the shift. Here's where the or the bonus magic happens. Once you refresh one room, you start to see your whole home differently. So, like that closet you've been avoiding, the basement shelves that are covered in stuff, the mystery junk drawer in your kitchen. Yeah, you start to see those spaces with potential. And suddenly, you're ready to keep what fits your life and let go of what doesn't. Downsizing your kids' stuff doesn't mean you're letting go of them. It means you're creating space for who you're all becoming, not just you, but them as well. And after years of raising kids, it's okay to put yourself first. It's okay to create spaces that support what you love to do and what you want to learn to do next. Next is step number 5, celebrate the new chapter. So when you finish, don't rush off to start another project. Sit down, look around, take it all in. This is what progress feels like: calm, open, and finally yours. You've earned every inch of this piece. And if you want to celebrate, pour that coffee, light the candle, or heck, do nothing at all. You've already done the hardest part. You started. And that, my friend, is something to be proud of. And that is all I have for you today. Okay, if this video helped you start thinking about how your own next chapter is going to look, say yes in the comments. I would love to see a lot of you with this topic resonating. Also, be sure to check out my free resources. The link's down in the description below. I have a bunch of freebies that you can use to start doing downsizing in your home, in your space, and in your life starting today. Oh, and if you love this video and you want more, hit the thumbs up button and the subscribe button. Better yet, leave me a comment. All of those things tell me that you love what I'm bringing you so that I can bring you more, because together we are going to make space for what truly matters. Okay, that's it, you guys. Have a great day. Take care and bye for now.